What up, man?
Oh, what's up, bro? What's up with you, bro? Oh, boy, I'm back out here on the west side, bro. I couldn't wait to get here, boy. I'm talking about, man, there's so many brisket legs and bird legs outside that door. I got to get out there, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Boy, y'all got it out of here.
All right, look, we going to the pool. It's going to be women out there. But I know how you get.
Well, what you mean, bro? Come on, bro. Don't do me like that. Man, I'm going to be cool, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Trust me, trust me.
You remember what happened last time?
Oh, come on, bro. That was last time. That was last time. That was my first time. This is my second time here. I'm good. Trust me. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be cool. Be cool, cool.
All right, man. Come on.
Finna go to some brisket legs.
Yeah, man, work's been cool, man. They just been having me work these double shifts and stuff. You know what I'm saying, man? But it's all good. You know, it's extra bread and money. You know what I mean?
Ooh, praise God. Ooh, sister. Ooh,
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me. How you doing?
What are you doing? Who are you?
Chicken wing, chicken wing. I love chicken wing. Oh, you know me. You know me. You seen me before. You remember me? Oh, praise God. I done seen these arms before.
Coño, que no me toque.
Oh, come on, that este. Oh, I know what that means. You mean you love me.
Me voy de aquí, me voy.
Oh, no.
No. That means I leave and you stay here. Okay?
Oh, damn. Woo, sisters. Woo, praise God. Oh, God, dude, look at all these blessings right here. Oh, and I think of the goodness of Jesus. Oh, how y'all doing?
First of all, no. Do you know him?
Nah, that's your fault.
No, we don't know you, brother.
Y'all know me. Y'all be seeing me all the time.
Where?
Oh, I be down at the church house. I be down on the third pew. You be down on the second pew. You see me. I saw you catch the Holy Ghost one time, and I was right there.
Can you give me some space?
How much space you need?
Yeah, like just back that ass up.
Oh, back that ass up like Juvenile? Ooh, I'm finna take over for the 99 2000.
I see you.
Yep, whole ass nigga.
Where did he go?
What y'all looking at?
It was a dude. He was up there.
What do you look like?
Oh, you!
Oh, it was me.
How in the hell?
My bad. Usually I do my introductions different. Okay, let me.
I see you.
Yeah.
We saw you.
I know.
Yeah.
And brother, come here, man. You know what I'm saying? You out here thirsty. You're thirsty as hell. You're sexually parched. You're yam deprived. You're dehydrated, brother. You out here dehumidifying these beautiful vegetative wombs, huh? Yeah, how do you expect to get anywhere when you're taking all the moisture away by how you approaching them? You feel me? They all dried up in this hot ass sun.
Damn.
Okay? Now I will say this. Y'all are beautiful. You're amazing. Okay? Your bakeries is stacked in amazing ways. You layered, okay? You got a little at top, you know what I'm saying? You got a little medium at the bottom, and then you got a bottom. You know what I'm saying? I like what you got going on too. Okay, because you got a little at top, you know what I'm saying? But you got a bottom. You know what I'm saying? She all right, ain't she? Yes. I'm sorry. It is amazing though. And what is that? Is that orange? Is that orange red lipstick? Huh? See, he needs that on him, but we can work on this approach. Let me talk to him for a second and we're gonna be right back.
Fix it.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Come on, brother. You done seared your libido to an overcooked crisp. You can't be getting at these girls like that. You know what I'm saying? All that beautiful vegetation is there for you to water. What you're doing right now is putting too much sun on it. And what happens when you put too much sun on it? It dries up, shrivels, and dies. Them things is like amphibians. It needs water. It needs the moisture it wants to give to you. And so when you come over here and you talk to the Dominican girl, you don't just be like, oh, I love you. Don't do that. Just go straight up to her. Just be like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? My name is such and such. You see she speaks Spanish, huh? The best thing to do there, you pop out some Dominican music. And she's all in there. She's all on you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be cool. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be cool like a cucumber. Now with them, it's gonna be simple. So all you gotta do is go back over there and be your cool ass self. You know they want you because they stayed there talking to you for a second. They didn't want you there because you was giving it too much sun. Now what you gonna do is you gonna go over there and just be cool. Don't get too excited because they over there PTT on it. Poking that thing out. That's just something that they do because God gave them that. You know that. But you and the God in you knows how to handle it. So you just gotta walk over there and just be like, yo, what's up? That's all you gotta do. Be cool because it wants to get water. You feel me? Because it needs the moisture. Make it happen, brother. Yo, man, get it.
How y'all ladies doing?
Oh, hey, babe. Where you get that voice from?
From G.O.D. On God.
Oh, a God-fearing man?
I see you.
My Jesus, that's your fault.
Yes, peace and blessings. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio. Place where knowledge is born, shows knowledge born a lot. And I had to start like that because this is one of the sketches that saved my life. Okay, saved my life. You know, going through things in life. There was a moment where I forgot how to laugh. I was taking life way too serious. So it was through the work of this man that we have on the screen right here that I was able to find my way back to myself. So from that space, I see you. Yes, I was able to see me. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some, present the others, and welcome to the platform after 4 years, okay? 4 arduous years of trying to make it happen, all right?
Yeah.
We have the man, the myth, the legend, who I dubbed the Magic Johnson of content creation. His ability to play all 5 positions as a starter on the court is unmatched. My brother, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Kenn Edwin, aka Mr. Kenn Edwin TV, in the building.
Thank you, brother. That was an amazing intro. I loved it. Loved every bit of it.
I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. So,
Also,
how
you
you feel?
said I was the Magic Johnson of content creation, which means I can beat anything.
Yes.
You guys do with that what you will. Amen.
I'll be here all day. Tip your bartender on the way out.
I can beat anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win regardless.
That's it. That's it. Oh man,
No,
thank you for coming.
That was
Definitely.
dope. I like that. I like that analogy. You know, it's very, which is crazy to even think about that. People don't put him in the GOAT conversation, but he is literally one of the GOATs. Like,
Yes.
I seen Magic Johnson play. That shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy just to be mentioned in that elk is kind of crazy to me. It's amazing. Thank you.
That's what you give. I seen you give opportunities. The no look passes is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like it's so many opportunities. So whether they caught the pass or not, you threw it.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? And for those who caught it and they kept it, you see them still running. They still running with it. They still running with it. They still shooting.
And that's like the perfect example, because you picked the perfect video, is Danny. So Danny is somebody that is high energy, really funny, probably one of the funniest guys that I know. And he just, sometimes it's like our mixture with me and him is just like always perfect, because you know I can reel him in sometimes, I can let him go sometimes. Like, he doesn't like, and when he's in any other video, he doesn't do what he does in my videos, because I'm like, there's times where I'm like, nah, Danny, like, go, do that, do what you do. Like, that's what we're here to see. We need you to see that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just perfect. Like, his style of comedy is something that's needed, and it's something that people forget that we love. You know what I'm saying? Physical humor, like just wild, just like takes on whatever. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that from him. And you need it from me. So, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, he makes me better, and I make him better. Like, whoever's around me, we gonna make each other better.
Yes. So the ICU concept, like, what's the origin story for that?
There's a couple. Okay. One, I wanted to do some content to where I wanted to let people know what they should have done in life or in the world. So that's pretty much what he does. He pretty much pops up on people making bad decisions, and it just, I kind of just like roast people for their bad decisions. So that's pretty much what I do with that. But how I got there was that concept that I just said, and I was playing around with my wife one day, and I was just getting on her nerves. And I kept playing that refrain over and over again. I see you. I just kept doing it. And she just kept saying, like, stop. What are you doing? And I was just like, man, this shit is just so funny to me right now. I don't know. It was like a random Saturday.
Yeah.
She's in there cooking, and I kept asking her questions. And before she would answer, I would hit him. I see you. And she was just like, stop. And I was like, I'm going to do something with this. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do something. This is probably like a year before me and Josh started working together, like exclusively. So, yeah, like I was just sitting there messing with her and kept hitting it. And that's what I put it together. I put both of them together, which is crazy. The first time I actually shot the ICU video was because of Ja. So me and Ja, when we connected, I did this series. It was called Nose Man, and I shot this series by myself with me and my brother. And so I wasn't by myself, but but me and my brother shot this series. I wanted my brother to direct it, but I put him in it, and he came to set with his acting hat on. He was like, I'm not directing, I'm acting. I need to know my lines. And I'm like, come on, bro, I need your help. I don't know how to do this shit. And he like, man, I'm acting right now. Figure that out. So I'm like, all right, we figured it out. We did everything. And we were editing it at the time, and it was almost done. And I used to see Ja in the gym all the time. So we would always chop it up. We would kick it, just through comedy. We always knew each other. So we knew who each other were, but we wouldn't just like exclusively like just chop it up or anything.
Right.
So then I went I was seeing him in the gym a lot, and I went to find my wife.
Something happened with the audio. Just bear with us for 1 second. So yeah, be right back in 1 second. So just bear with us.
Hey, Sunshine Monet with the affirmations to enjoy your day with Sunshine Monet. You are listening to Shotgun Music. I came through with intentions of destruction. You said you wanted freedom, well it's me then that you wanted. I moved in gratitude as my soul was being summoned. The consciousness has returned, Christ is really coming. I make these flows for the souls of Drish and Indigo. I made some goals for their glow since they was embryos. Access the records, they lectures, keep your principles. Enemies infect you, don't let them reach your pinnacles. Reversing curses that's embedded in religions. They wound up in your soul, that's why you feel tension. I'm remixing declensions before Sumerians existed. It's something in the water, don't get caught, you'll get acidic. I bury enemies, pay pinnacles to the witness. You say my name in threes, I appear in your vision. Write Iliads in me, I'm the witcher in your system. Silly as can be, there's no opposite in infinite. I'm the goddess of crossroads, touching all directions. With the skull and crossbone.
Woo!
You disappeared like the ICU video.
Man.
In the middle of explaining it. Epic.
That was crazy. My bad. Can you hear that? Can you hear the wind?
Yeah, it's not too bad though. It's good.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, the phone got hot. That's what happened. So now I gotta keep the air on it. So where was I?
You were saying you and John, you said your brother showed up. He was like, I'm acting. You like figured it out, and you said y'all was in the editing phase.
So it was in the editing phase. I was looking at it. I saw Ja. He saw what I did and was like, bruh, nobody's thinking like this. Nobody has anything like this out there. Which is, something I'm probably gonna get back to, actually doing that series. But so he was like, bruh, like we gotta work. So I was like, he was like talking about he had just put out Tiberius, and Tiberius was going crazy. So he was like, man, I got to do something else. I got to work. I got to put something else out there, but I don't got a team. I don't have anybody that I'm trying to get people to. It's hard to get people to do stuff. And I'm like, hey, bro, I was like, I got a camera at the house. Like, I don't know how to use it, but you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I can teach you how to use your camera. And I was like, all right, cool, come through. Came through like the next Wednesday. And from then on, we was meeting every week, probably like 2-3 times a week, just to shoot. So the first day we were shooting, we shot, he was doing this series called, what was that series called? It was where he was robbing people. It was like aqua robberies. And he did the one where he had the hiccups. He tried to rob me, but he had the hiccups. And I was like, bruh, you need some water. That's what you need. And he was like, man, give me your, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't talk. And I'm like, you need, everybody gets the hiccups. And when they need hiccups, when you get them, you need water when you get them. So just drink some water, bruh. And he just like, and he just walks off because he can't rob me because he got the hiccups. Either way, we shot that. That was the first time I actually shot something. I was able to hold the camera. And I was happy. I was like, yes, I fucking did it. I shot a sketch with somebody that actually knew what he was doing. He taught me how to do some stuff. He taught me like these rules, all these little things. And I was like, yeah. And he left. So when he left, and this is just a testament to how Jai is, because I'm the same way. He left, and I got a call probably like an hour later, and he was like, bruh, we shot some stuff today, and I noticed that, we didn't shoot anything for you. And I was like, yeah, I'm good, bruh. Like, you taught me stuff about my camera today. He was like, nah. It's like, when we get together tomorrow, make sure you have your stuff ready and shoot something. He was like, do you have stuff to shoot? I was like, yeah, I can shoot all kinds of stuff. I was like, I'm a writer, bro. Like, I got all kinds of, and I just started telling him ideas. And that's one of the first ideas I told him was the ICU idea. And he was like, nigga, that's funny. So the very first one is the one with him sitting on the toilet and me popping up in the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And all that stuff just came, like it just came out. Like we shot it. We had 1 minute to shoot it. We just shot it. I was sitting there. I laid in my bathtub, and I looked up and started going with all that like all that was just, he was just like, keep going. So I just kept going. And that turned into the entire ICU series, which is crazy.
Yes. So now I gotta, I watched all your videos to the end question.
Mm-hmm.
Just in that, not my Jesus. That's your fault. I scoured the internet to try to find out where that was, and I couldn't find it. So I don't know where it was. So I always wanted to ask, like, where is that from?
That is from me on stage telling a joke about how black people own Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it pretty much is like, that's just something like my mom would say. Like, if you say some stuff crazy about God or anything, she gonna say, not my Jesus. Yeah. So she'll be like, so I'm like, yo, it's your Jesus. Jesus is yours. And it just goes to show how black people just treat, like, there ain't nobody, you can't say nothing about Jesus around black people, because black people gonna be like, nah, not my Jesus. That's my Jesus. I know Jesus. Jesus wouldn't say something like that. And you just sitting there like, you don't know Jesus. Like, stop.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
But
ain't
we
never met
also,
no Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay.
right. But everybody knows him. So it
Right.
is what it is. It is what it is. You can't say nothing to black people when it comes to Jesus. And it's funny because, like, in that joke, that's one of my favorite parts of that joke is saying, the reason why Jesus is black. I was like, the reason why I know Jesus is black is because he hid the fact that he couldn't swim. And niggas trip out on that shit all the time. That's like one of my favorite parts. That, and I go through all these things with, like, why Jesus hasn't came back. And I said the reason why Jesus ain't came back yet is because is because he knows it's gonna be a nigga sitting here waiting to tell him to do something. Because we always telling Jesus to do stuff.
Right.
Jesus
Right.
be offense. Jesus take the wheel. Jesus like, you just gonna tell him to do something, nigga? You ain't gonna pray. But yeah, man. Good stuff.
So how did you find your way to the stage?
I want to say that it's kind of been calling me for a long time. Let me turn this on again. Make sure this isn't gonna get hot. It was calling me for a long time. When I was in college, I had a friend, and her mom wanted to teach me how to write comedy. She was just like, yeah, you're funny, you're naturally funny, you're smart. I used to write, like, poetry and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, like, it's like your combination is just different. So, like, let me teach you how to write. But I wanted to play football at the time. So I was like, oh, I want to play football. You know what I'm saying? Which is dumb, because I probably could have been in, like, really making shit move. But at the same time, things happen for a reason. So I just started writing some stuff. I had been writing stuff for a long time, like, just thoughts. But before I started writing those thoughts, my brother took me to my first comedy show. So my brother, your boy Jay, he's 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 really pivotal in anything that I do. So, like, he took me to my first comedy show, like, to the point where I was like, oh damn, this is like live comedy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. And we weren't connected because, we have different moms. So he came back in my life and was like, hey, bro, he had been calling me for, like, probably, like, 6 months. And it just kept on missing him. Then I called him back, and he was like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Come meet your nephews. Come do this. And I'm like, all right. So I was just going out there, hanging out with him. And this is when I had came back from playing sports, and I was just done with sports. And he was just like, look, man, we go see Esau every Thursday at the Crack 'em Up Thursdays. Come with us. So I started going. So once I started going, I started seeing, like, oh man, this is funny. Or when people would be bombing, like, I would say something and they would laugh. Like, people would laugh, like, in the crowd. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, okay, so this could be it. This is how but I didn't do it. What I started doing is I would go to my brother. I was like, if I get on stage, I'm gonna say this. And my brother's like the worst critic. My brother would be like, nah, that shit trash. Straight up. Like, I can tell him a joke today, and he'll be like, nah, that ain't it, bro. And I'll be like, bro, like it's funny. Like it's funny. Like he's like, no, it's not. It's not funny. And I'm just sitting there like, man, all right, whatever. He also has a dark sense of humor too. So like to get him to laugh is like it's kind of easy, but it's like you gotta be on some crazy shit sometimes. So I'm just like, man, whatever, man. So most of the time when I'm doing certain things, like one was getting up on stage, I was scared to death, but I was like, I'm gonna do it because I just at that time I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I had just wrote my first 2 movies, and I was like, all right, what do I do now? I should be getting rich off of these movies that I just wrote. And then I met somebody that actually taught me how to write after I wrote those movies. She was like, no, you're not ready. Okay. Anybody sees these scripts, they're gonna throw them away. So this is how you write scripts. I'm like, okay, cool. So I learned that. I learned that for like a year and a half. At the same time, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to get up. I wanted to like be out there. So um I was afraid, and I just went and I did karaoke for like a year. I was like, I'm gonna get on. I need to be on the mic so I can hear my voice and I can know how I sound. And when I get in front of people, I can just come alive. So I was doing that, cracking jokes in between songs and shit, and niggas was laughing. So I was like, all right, I could probably do this. Then I went to this place that had all comedians in it, and it's hard to make comedians laugh. Didn't know that. Got up, told some jokes, and they just looked at me. And I was just like, shit, this shit is hard. And then it was to the point to where it was so bad that I went to somebody and I said, hey man, how you make people laugh? And he was just like, hey man, you gotta commit. You just gotta commit to your jokes and not care about what people were. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, I can do that. Went up again, said the same joke that I said the first time, didn't care about nothing they said, but just said it matter of factly. Niggas was dying.
Same room.
Same room.
Slate.
Matter of fact, it was like an hour later. Same room, an hour later. A group of people, everybody, the same people were in there, but like more people were in there. And they were just like, man, that shit is funny.
Gotta commit.
So that's how it happened.
So the transition from being on the stage to creating these sketches, was it a hard transition, or was it in the same flow, same time?
Well, no, it was before I even got on stage, I was trying to do sketches. The hard thing was finding like-minded people that would help you, that will actually like see your vision. Or sometimes you don't even gotta find like-minded people. You just gotta find somebody that's down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like it's not always a like-minded thing. Somebody like me, like I'll come to a place and I'll shoot with somebody and I'll be like, oh, I don't care about this sketch really. But I'll shoot it anyway because I'm fucking with this person. Like I'd fuck with you. So I don't know if I can curse. Can I curse?
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh shit. That's hilarious. I like doing that because to me, it's all you can tell if somebody's like thinking or if they can't do something. If they say, "Oh, can I curse? Oh, I can curse. I can curse." Niggas used to go on the radio and be rapping, and then they be kind of messing up. And they be like, "Oh man," they be like, "Oh, you can curse. Oh, I can curse. I can curse." Like nigga,
let our powers combine.
And they just go crazy. But either way, no, I was I forgot the question.
I was talking about the transition between being on stage as a stand-up comedian versus.
There it is. I was trying to get people together for a very long time. Probably since like 2007, 2008. So from like 2007, 2008, I was getting people out. There was times where I even shot things. I wrote sketches, I wrote full scripts, and we would shoot them, and I wouldn't get the footage, or the sound would be messed up, and they wouldn't want to send this stuff over. There was like a little. You remember that song that I did called Jesse's Curl?
Yes.
So
Yes.
before Jesse's Curl came out, me and one of my friends were writing songs. We were just like, hey, we about to kill this. Let's write these songs and shoot videos for them. So we wrote probably like 4 songs. We went, sang the songs. Jesse's Curl is one of those songs. And then I was like, hey man, it's time to get together. Let's do this, But it was like all this stuff when we just kind of had a falling out, and it was like, you know what? I'm done. So which was funny because like some of those songs were hilarious. Like we had the Gnarls Barkley song, Crazy, which was
Yeah.
lazy. Like that makes me lazy. Like that shit was hilarious. And I remember I was talking about a woman that doesn't do shit for her man at the house. And he's like, but think twice, cause she can only cook rice. Like it's just like a lot of like stupid, silly shit that I was singing at that time. And it was like, man, this shit is gonna be great. And it just never saw the light of day because me and this guy couldn't see eye to eye. And before that, it was getting the actors together. But all the actors were like, oh, we need money, or we need this, or we need that. And I'm sitting there like, nigga, we don't need money. We got us.
Right.
We know somebody that directs. Come and direct. And he's like, oh, if we have more money, we can. It's like, bro, let's do some shit and put it out. You know what I'm saying? And in the meantime, all these great shows are coming out of around this time. Like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right.
Like 2 guys locked themselves in an apartment and shot silly shit and a silly concept of them going through a day in their apartment, and they got a show off of it.
Right.
Workaholics comes out. It's like, come on, bro. Like these people are doing things. Donald Glover was in a group at the time, and he ended up getting on stages and writing for 30 Rock and writing, and it's like, bro, like you guys are so caught up with the money and trying to make money when it's like you need to focus on the work. Do the work, and then everything else will come. So the transition wasn't a transition. It was like, I've been trying to do this since 2006, 2007. I remember writing a sketch down when I was working at a bank. I was working at a bank and I wrote a sketch about a cologne called Black Man, where you where you could go and you can buy this cologne, you spray it on, and it turns you into like this cool ass nigga. And I remember I was like sitting there, I was working with my files, and I was just doing the files, and I was just sitting there like, like it was, everybody used to try to come and just be around me. And I'd be like, man, niggas just think I can't just spray myself on somebody and make you cool. And I was like, nigga, that's funny. And then I just started writing it down. I drew a little sketch. I gave him a little fro.
Yeah.
Nigga looked like Don Cornelius but like a bottle, like a cologne bottle. And I was like, nigga, this is hard. But then the whole concept was you would take the fro off and you would spray it like, oh, Jesus. I need to get that. So that's another thing.
Yes.
That's another thing that you've been seeing. You've been seeing some of my ideas kind of come out like here and there, where like I haven't even touched the surface of the shit that I've wanted to do. Like that will be that will be one of my commercials. Get Black Man.
Get Black Man. Yeah.
Have a white dude spray himself real quick, and he just turn around. This thing is just the coolest black man ever.
He got swag.
Yeah, super swag just from spraying some Black Man on him. So it's just like it's like stuff like that is like stuff that I wanna put out there, stuff I wanna do. And I've seen people emulate some of the things that we do, but it's just not us. You know what I'm saying? And once we get out there and the masses really see like who we are and what we're doing, I think things will move a little bit smoother, and you'll probably see way more of us like all the ideas. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so many ideas. I got dark comedies, I got horror films, I got all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I saw the Get Back. I saw the Get Back, and the Get Back was twisted for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love that aspect, and I love what I really love is seeing you with your crew. This is my perception. I'm an outsider. Winning together. Winning
Mm-hmm.
together. I know I could see there's like a vetting process. It's like, all right, so you come in, all right, we'll build this team around you, and then you go get your team. You build a team around somebody else and go and go and go. If you good, if you're not,
Yeah.
don't nobody ever hear from you again. So it's like, all right, so you don't want to work, whatever it was. If somebody doesn't see you, to me, that's my mind. If we don't see you no more, either something happened or something happened. You know what I'm saying? But if we see you, it's like, all right, this is it. I remember people being extras, and then they went from extras to doing their own thing, and then y'all like comments like, all right, just pop in the video real quick, or whatever it is. So that adaptability that I saw from the outside was, if you apply yourself in this kind of way, then we'll come support you. But if not, then it's something else. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the hard part about working is people don't understand that there's sometimes it's like aimless. It's like you might not see fruits of your labor for 2-3 years. You got to be willing to be stubborn enough to do exactly what you're doing for nothing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in yourself to a point to where it's like you kind of got to be crazy. You kind of got to be insane. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I saw a video of Derrick Rose talking about what made him get the MVP that year, and he was talking about Kobe. And he was like, Kobe don't do this, Kobe don't do that. Kobe, he's crazy. He does this, he does this. And Kobe did a lot of crazy things. But Kobe was like, yeah, man, I chill, I party, I do it all. I just don't do it when everybody else is doing it.
Right.
And I still wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta do what nobody else is doing. Because people aren't gonna be who you are. And that's just what it is. And that's all you're going to see is like the fruits of your labor, like all the time. It doesn't always mean money. Sometimes it means somebody commenting and saying, nigga, this shit is funny as fuck.
Right.
My thing is stupid. When people call me stupid, I'm like, yes. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Because it's hard you don't get it. It's like it's hard to get to that level of funny to where people are calling you stupid. Like, this nigga's dumb. Like, so mad that they're dying laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of funny like I've always wanted to be. That's the type of funny that I've always been, is the stupid kind of funny. Like, so, the whole crew is stupid. It just goes.
Yeah. That was an epic journey. I would love to hear. I got Barry's version. Shout out to Barry Brewer Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I got his version, so I would love to hear your version of, your role and how the thing came together from your vantage point.
What, the whole crew is stupid?
Yeah.
Well, that kind of, we were just all, well, so we were all staying in, and we weren't all staying there. We were all in Ja's apartment at the time. And we kind of were just having conversations, throwing stuff against the wall, saying what we were doing. I remember Barry saying, man, bro, we can do this, we can do that. I mean, we were already doing it. And then Barry was like, hey, man, we can do this, you say something, you say something, you say something. And then we were kind of like, yeah, that's kind of what we do. And then he was like, but hey, bro, he was like, y'all killing it, da-da-da-da. Like, he was like, you know how Barry is. Barry's always going to big you up.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel good around Barry.
Yeah.
You're always going to feel good around Barry. And and that's even with me and Barry, because me and Barry be getting in all kinds of crazy little arguments. We just be going back and forth. It be so funny, but it's always like something like it's something like so trivial. It's like we argue about like R&B, or uh we'll argue about like basketball or something like that. But our arguments be like 2-3 hours of just like yelling at the top of our lungs. And he just like, bro, no, like you're wrong. You're wrong. You know, I'm sitting there like, how you gonna tell me I'm wrong? Like, no, like, but it's so fun. It's so fun when we get together. It is sometimes we just be kicking it. We just chill. And it just be love. So anyway, we were there, we were kind of going back, throwing stuff against the wall, and Josh kind of started telling us about this story about how he had some friends that were stupid like that, and they started talking about like they didn't know what mice were. They thought they were mices and mices, like they really had that conversation. And I was like, hey bro, I was like, I got a brother that's the same way. My brother doesn't know he doesn't say mouse. He says, oh, I saw a mice. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I saw a mice the other day. I'm like, you saw one mice? He's like, yeah, one mice. It was running down. I'm like, no, that's not how you say that, bro. It's a mouse. Mice is plural. You know what I mean? So like we started kind of like going back and forth on that, and everybody was just sitting there laughing. And that's usually how everything kind of comes up, is we start talking about our experiences, and then our experiences turn into sketches. You know what I'm saying? My contribution to it was pretty much is always either energy. At the time I was working, like I'm saying, I wasn't getting paid, so I'm doing Lyft and Uber, like, and I got my days. I'm telling them like, hey, bro, I can't be here today because I gotta work. I gotta pay bills. I got a wife at the time, or I gotta get I'm about to get married at the time, so I'm like, yeah, like I had to pay for my wedding. You know what I'm saying? So like I did it. Like I had to go out, get money, and do everything. So it was like cool. So I did everything, did all that, and we were just all just coming meeting up at this place. And then I think after the Mises and Mises thing kind of went crazy, me and Ja were in there talking, and we started coming up. We started talking about I have family members that are brothers and cousins. So we were
These
saying
in the
brothers.
sun view. Oh man,
And we
brothers.
just like, so if you guys ever are able to see me and Ja like kind of sit around in the same place, like our sketches come out in conversation. Like so we'll be talking and we'll just jump into the actual sketch. And we'll just start talking. Like the whole people like the take the bass out your piss.
Yes.
Right? So that actually happened to me. Not me with my bass out my piss, but I was messing with somebody. So what happened was I was out the homie Ali was over the house.
Yeah.
This nigga was peeing extra hard in the deep part of the toilet bowl. So I'm like, nigga, like I shouldn't hear you peeing like that. You know what I'm saying? We had it's like a little half bath downstairs. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm listening, I'm like this nigga know my wife here. So I got up and I stood by the door. And I told her, because my wife was right there. I was like, watch this. I stood by the door and I'm like, he come out. He like, what's up? I'm like, why you peeing so loud? He was like, what? I was like, you trying to flirt with my wife, bro? You trying to show her how strong your pee hole is? Huh? Huh? You trying to out pee me, my nigga? He's sitting there like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you flirting with my wife by peeing all hard in the deep part of the toilet bowl. And I said it so serious.
Yeah.
That nigga looked at me like, is this nigga serious? And I was like, I'm just playing, bro. He started dying laughing. And then I told Ja, we started going back and forth on it, and we just started punching it up, going crazy, throwing it out there. So that was when we went on the second tour and we did the sketches. We just rewrote it and I put it out again, and that shit went crazy. And then me and Jog we have another one actually where it's even stupider. So just wild. Just stuff just be happening in life, and then we just come together and turn it into what you guys see.
So now on tour, on the road, you mentioned the tour. So tour life for you.
Painter, brother's letter. I should cut my ear off like Van Gogh. Stop performing at the Klan shows. Watch myself from the audience. Play piano with lit candles. I mean, I'll still perform, but the thrill is gone. I don't feel as strong, maybe cause the wheel is torn. I clutch in a ball cause I'm sick to my gut. Then I brushed off the dust, stood up like I was touched by healing palms. I picked up my shield and 3 rocks as I'm hearing psalms. Know ye not that ye are gods? And I've been blocked by bouncers, overlooked by the announcers. I'm in the stand with the fans, which told me many of my album was like a counselor. They said songs like Then From Now, got them from then to now. Even deja vu, they said the old man was.
I don't know what that was.
Me either.
I got a call.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah.
It'll knock the sound out. So it was one thing or the other. Either you'd have been real low, or you'd have to just leave and come back.
Okay. So I know next time I'll just jump back in again.
Yeah. So I was asking about tour. You mentioned the tour life. Tour life for you connected to this aspect. You and Jai and everybody on the road, y'all doing what you do. What was that like for you?
That was fun. It was just nothing but fun, really. It was like I feel like a lot of people don't know that I'm funny on stage. And a lot of people don't know or understand that the stage is a different beast from seeing me on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They see me like kind of toned down on on what's the name. When I'm on stage, I kind of go crazy. I kind of leave it all on the stage. And I talk shit. I say what the fuck I want to say. Like I'm not, I don't think people understand that, like, the stuff that I go through just doing content for YouTube. There was a point where they would demonetize all my videos for saying anything. Like, I say some shit that was remotely centered around sex. I have a cuss word in my video, they're demonetizing it. So that's why those dubs came, those BET dubs that I would do.
Yeah.
That's why they came in, and it turned into something funny. But that's why I do that type of stuff, because they were demonetizing all my videos. Like, I would put a video up, and then it would be going crazy. It'd be like 30,000 views in a day.
Right.
And then it'd be demonetized because I said shit in the first minute, or I said bitch, or whatever the fuck I would say. So I was just like, okay, I can't say bitch. What do I say? Let me just do it like I used to do, because we used to laugh every time we watch a BET movie, and a person say bitch, and they'd be like female dog. I'd be like, it's not even the voice. And it's always the same thing. It's like, why would they do that? Like, so me and my friends would always laugh at that back in the day. So I just like, man, fuck it. Like, I just started telling people, say whatever you're going to say. Like, if we're improvising, if you're going to cuss, don't worry about cussing, because I'll dub something over it. and I'll just say peanut butter or something, and people just be like, that shit is stupid. And even with nigga, like nigga, you can't say nigga so many times either. So it's like somebody sits there and counts the niggas, and then they be like, oh, demonetize it. So I don't say nigga all the time. Sometimes I say it, I'll just be like Nicaraguan or something like that. You know what I mean? So shit is just shit like you just roll with the punches and bruises, you know what I'm saying? And then you just like, all right, this is how I have to create. It's like some stuff I create, it just comes because it's like, all right, I want to do this, and some things come because it's a necessity. Like I want my video to do the best it can do.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's all over the place, man. This creativity comes from everywhere. Just roll with it.
So now the movies and the TV series. You in the epic series, the lesbian homie,
Uh-huh.
and you Dominican-ish.
Dominican Carlos. DC.
DC.
Amen. The Dominican that can't speak Spanish.
Right. Hey, I know they exist, but just to see it, to see when I see you in the element with the jacket, because you know the jacket is famous too. You see what I'm saying? The jacket is famous.
Uh-huh.
So you in the element, and when you walked out of the laundry, I thought you was going to disappear. I was like, can we get that for the culture? Can he just disappear like or the I see you and just disappear out of the joint?
Yeah.
That was in my
Yeah.
mind.
I think that's the best part about that character is he is like the voice of reason, but he don't be making sense a lot.
Right.
He just be saying shit, and then you just be sitting there like, what? But it all makes sense in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's funny, like it's like when me and Jock can like really sit and like work on a scene, like I feel like that's like one of the funniest scenes in the Lesbian Homie that me and him did, where we sit there and we talk about the study
Right.
love, and I'd be like, give me that study love, give me that study love, and then like, cause really like he didn't know I was gonna do none of that.
Oh shit.
So I came to set. I read the script. I'm like, okay, I can put this here. I can put this here. I can put this here. And then I'm like, my thing is, I'm going to make Ja laugh. I'm going to make him laugh when I do this. So let's do it. And I'm doing shit with a straight face. I'm like, so Brandy Norwood, bro. And he's like, what's that mean? And I'm like, I wanna be down with what you're running through. And he's just like. He's looking at me and like we got it like in the scene. He's like laughing. He's like, "Oh my god! Like, why do you keep doing this?" And I'm just saying all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about that, because I wrote half of the lesbian, well, a little more than half than lesbian 4 or lesbian 3, and a lot of people weren't expecting like some of the funny in this season. But I'm just like, I was telling them, I'm like, bro, like at the end of the day, like I know this is a drama series and you got all this serious stuff happening, but we got to put some funny in here because nigga, we're funny. Like, and this shit is funny. So let's just keep on doing it. You know what I mean? And he was just like, yeah. So a lot of people like this season. They like my character, and my character is always an easy way to get some funny shit going.
Right.
We having a party. I'm sitting there. I'm talking about a woman that's dark as Beanie Man's elbows.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what? And I'm like, Elephant Man's collarbones. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's like whatever I'm saying, I want this crispy ass beautiful woman. But yeah, so DC, man, that's a character that pretty much we just made up because he needed a voice of reason in the lesbian homie too. He's like, I need somebody that's gonna give me like, like some advice when I'm down. And that's where I was. came in. I'm talking about how she really likes him because she tried to give him the panties, and her emotions are in them panties, soaked in there.
Right.
That's what I mean, that's where you want to be in life. You want to be somewhere where you can get your emotions soaked in someone's panties.
That's it. To the max.
For sure. For sure.
And for me, just like from a supportive perspective, I'm looking. I had took my sons to see that Spider-Man at Long Way Home, and when
Uh-huh.
everybody's Spider-Man came in the movie
Uh-huh.
theater that they resonated with, they went crazy. They was like,
Yeah.
ah. So it was like, yeah. So I remember this Spider-Man versus this Spider-Man. So it was nostalgic and it was crazy, and it was like time telling. So
Yeah.
seeing people in all these different sketches and then seeing them all together in in the series, like I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at it like, man, I'm like, I'm like
Mm-hmm.
Tim Willie. I'm like, how the hell? What did y'all say to Tim Willie to have him act? He's acting. He's seriously acting in this joint. I was like, man, because this dude is like funny, crazy. I'm like Minx over
Yeah.
here. I'm like, I don't know what if to laugh or
Yeah.
like it was. It's
Yeah.
it's a myriad of emotions, and y'all bring
For
it
sure.
in on so many levels. So it's like so I see Persephone, then I see Eve, then I see, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, man, it's like I'm watching all my favorite superheroes or
Yeah.
supervillains, depending on what it is. Everybody's just out there, so I'm just looking to see everybody together. Yeah, it's just
And that's
epic.
and that's just like like the get back when
Yeah,
people don't understand like that we all have range, you know what I'm saying? And like people didn't expect that from me. They didn't expect me to like cut the corner at Cecil and be serious and be like a gangster and a thug like that. And I try to tell people that I'm probably closer to that in real life than I'm closer to being silly. I'm silly as hell.
but you
But
alluded to it with Marvin,
with
shake my hand and
Melvin,
whoop my ass. Yeah, Melvin, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like I was like,
yeah, yeah.
at the,
Like I've been places, and there's times where we're all like we all have range in who we can be. You don't have to
right,
just be one thing. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So when it
From the darkness it came in the light. Best I'm from Gates. I was born.
back in the game. So yeah, when it comes to being like who you are, just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? That and it's good to keep people on their heels. You know,
Right.
it's good. Like you don't know what you're gonna get from me. Nobody does. I might come out and just be a strong ass swole nigga one day. Who knows?
Right.
I can do everything. Like you said, like it's you know what
All
I'm
five
saying? It's
positions.
Magic
Yes.
Johnson. I
Yes.
can do it all. Like so it's not a I can go for 60 one day. I can throw 20 assists another day. I can get we rebound today. I can beat Dennis Rodman. Let's go. Let's
Right.
get rebounds.
Right.
I can do it all. So it's like I feel like that's a huge part of being who I am is being able to be that chameleon that can do all these different things. And whether it's a part of my life or a part of like people don't even know some of the people that I know are they're fucking crazy. And those fucking crazy people, I'm not gonna say that they scared of me, but they respect me because they know how crazy I am. And it's like niggas, they won't say shit to them. And I'll be sitting there like, you talking about him? I'm like, that's the
Is
homie.
is this your king?
Yeah. So it's just like that. And it's like I know that about people because, that's just the way my mom raised me. My mom raised me to respect people and to respect everybody and not to just think whatever you see is just what they're presenting. You know what I mean? They could be an entirely different person behind closed doors or just under that skin. You don't know if you're dealing with a wolf. You really don't. So just respect everybody. So yeah. You don't want nobody to come out and just popping out on you like ICU and then whooping your ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ever see an ICU ass whooping? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you haven't seen nothing like that.
Right.
But you know, sometimes that's what Kendrick said. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes.
Did you really scare Tangerine in that scene when you crept up on her? I think when you popped up, I think you really scared her. I don't know. Either she's a really good actress or you really scared
No,
her.
she's just an amazing actress. An amazing actress is what she is. You know what I'm saying? I scared myself in that scene though. I was like, God damn, that nigga scary. It's like nigga just popping up on people. You imagine you trying to hide somebody or hide something from somebody and you just in there, nigga, like, what you doing?
He pop up like Bishop.
Yeah. Like, get out of
Popped up
here.
at Bishop behind the locker.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Amazing actress. Shout out to Tangerine, man.
Epic. So what's next up your sleeve that you can share with us?
That I can share. Of course, more videos. I have a lot of videos actually. I have to start posting those. A lot of videos. I think I'm just gonna call it now. There's gonna be some viral content coming from me because I'm stupid, of course. That should be coming in November. And with that viral content is going to be more content with that. Also, so just be watching on my page because it's about to go crazy. I'm gonna be let me see, what can I say? I'm gonna be impersonating someone. So let me just say that. That's all I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna be impersonating someone, and that's just gonna go viral. Period. Um, and I'm working with Ja. I'm working with Ja on his page. Um, we've been writing a few series at the same time so we can load up and actually like flood the internet with more content. So that's gonna be something big for us as well. So just working on writing scripts, getting stuff out there. You're gonna see me in other shows, other scenes. Me and Ja will probably be doing a lot of work together. So yeah, I think that's something that people hasn't really seen is like me and Ja like in just series like by ourselves and things.
Right.
So we're probably gonna start working on stuff like that a little more. Yeah, that and also I'm a jet setter, you know what I'm saying? I'll be traveling this world, you know what I'm saying? I might pop up in your city and drop a baby off or something, you feel me? I'm single.
Not my Jesus, that's your fault.
I'm just saying, man. I'm single out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. So, ladies, if you want to holler at me, you know what I'm saying? You know where to find me. Slide my DMs. Hit him up. He'll get you my information.
That's what it is. Don't tell me we got to do the ICU dating game because I am 1000% ready for that shit.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. That'd be fire.
Shoot your shot. Yeah, it came from me or something. I mean, we got to do the ICU dating game.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. And then when they say something that they really supposed to say, or they say something that's stupid, you just pop up. I see you, stupid as hell. Why would you say that? I got you.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. You're dumb. Remedial. No. I'm just playing.
That's it. The pylons be everything. You out here, dusted,
Right.
disgusted. You're looking crazy.
Right. Yeah, man. That's the best.
Oh,
Yep.
man. Greatest life lesson and greatest piece of advice you ever received.
Greatest life lesson. I feel like life is short. So that's the lesson in itself. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a lot of loss, and I don't know how many people out there have lost a parent, but once you lose somebody that you really close to like that, like a piece of you just goes away.
Yeah.
So you start realizing that this life, it happens so fast that you need to enjoy and really take in like what's happening in the world, happening in your life. Like I'm sitting here at the beach right now, like on this interview, but I'm like, let me drive down to this beach, and it's just beautiful now because I noticed I'm not going to be here. So take advantage. Take advantage of the time you get. Take advantage of everything that you do. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's just like, all right, wait for the check to clear. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like full head of steam. Get that balance that you want in life because, you know what I mean? Nobody else is going to get it for you, And as far as advice, it's just that. And you go for it. What did he say? Uh, I think it was Ice Cube that said you can't complain about the work you didn't. You know what I mean? So like if you're going to be out there and you're trying to do something, you can't achieve if you didn't. So put in work. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't hit that goal, if I might want to be the best actor in the world, but I start doing my own videos, and next thing you know, somebody's like, "Hey, could you come and direct this?" And it takes me somewhere else. Or, "Hey, could you write this for me?" And it turns me into, you know what I'm saying, fucking Stacy or something. Who knows? Like people get caught up with running, trying to be the name when it's just like be who you're supposed to be, because whatever's gonna be there for you is gonna be there for you. So that's a piece of advice that's given to me, and it's always falls on you. Always comes to me in different ways. Pause.
The pause.
Yeah, and I don't like to play the pause game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be like, hey, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that always shows up in my life in different ways. Is just that is going hard. Pause. And but at the same time, not. Sometimes you got life. She's sitting right there, and you need to fuck the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go hard or go home. That's it.
Go hard or go home. So, do your thing.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm excited to see what you got next, who you're going to impersonate, and this ICU dating show.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That'll be a fire ass little situation. If we have you got a girl, you trying to come on the show?
Let's go. Let's do it. I'm with it. Let's make it happen. I'm
there
open.
It is. There it is. Had to have the ICU dating show. About to get that popping. But thanks for having me, man. I think this is dope. It was a great conversation, and you know what I'm saying. Thank you for allowing Black people to have currency in our stories, in who we are too as well. So you're doing good work, brother.
I appreciate you and love to you and whatever you're doing out here. May it be blessed and may it be abundant, because
Sure.
you give so many opportunities to so many people out here, and we see it. We
Yes,
see
sir.
it, and we benefit from it. So, honest to you for everything that you do and will do.
Yes, sir.
So we out of this motherfucker.
Amen.
Okay? Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the unstoppable, the Magic Johnson of content creation, the one, the only, Kenn Edwin.
Perverted, corrupted science itself. Because at one time it was just the science of living and surviving here on this planet. Science of life.
You think cause you a star that you read it in my creation. I'm God Zodiac, I'm made from constellations. My brain is a bomb waiting to flame an abomination. No change in the bomber's nation, just some more dollars placed in the pockets of Satan. While I walk amongst the blind, explaining chakras to the cavemen. I'm locking from the grave, sending doctors to the shamans. Scientists ashamed they getting knowledge from the pagans. I'm in Nirvana with militant, philosophical, diligent builders aiming for spots in a large nation. I mean the all in all, the cream of God hopped and rise to the occasion. Surprised that we invading your time finished, diminished. I'm live from the awakening. Cameras on tilt as I flex my success. I'm fly, look what I built. Smooth just like silk in the groove. You might wilt if your lotus ain't focused and sewn just like a quilt from the needle to the record to the lace. And my behavior resembles the high savior. See my 2 fingers up, yelling peace to the gods. Waving bye to the haters, standing on the black dot in the center of my square. In the middle of the circle, I designed the creator. Khalifa the Khalifa when I speak through the speaker. Thoughts of a magician is lost in mysticism that reached the non-believer. I shine in your theater.
The clock was already moving before you saw the wheels turn.
IAK, send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Signs of the times, the future I foresee. KAZOD, IAK, send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Wheel of the spirit, the stars, indeed. Who's better than this? Intelligentness. Clouds like I pass heaven and split. Killing cops, shaming treacherousness. You serve the devil, you're protecting the myth. Professional hitman, I spit excellence. I connect you to bliss. Grab this pebble from my hand and I let you exist. But if you don't, well, I spit a ghost spell. Get off my coattails. My coach is our God. I live it so well. The life of a G as high as can be. A soul model, what your role model aspires to be. True boss life. In order to lead, you need foresight. We can't rich for PRT. We ain't for right. Error of the rich righteous. That fix the crisis of the terror of the mid-lifeless. The myth virus infecting the whole planet. Infected the globe is medic. Depressing my soul. Answers the questions. I'm like Osiris flying in the gold-plated sky disc with no pilot. Kingdom of heaven, you can walk through my gate but speak certainty. Silence is a virtuous trait. I was more amazing. I ain't have to learn to be great. When every child's born, they ain't have to learn to create. It's when it feels rejected. That's when love turns into hate. God leap through a hole within space. Welcome to my dimension. When you think of the God, well, I'm the guy you mentioned. KAZOD, IAK, send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Signs of the times, the future I foresee. KAZOD, IAK, send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Wheel of the spirit, the stars, the spirit, the stars,
You're not ready for that.
Wheel of the spirit, the stars, the spirit, the stars,
the dynamic of law is in that wheel. And discover that shit. You just ain't ready to take on that dimension.
We just really regurgitate
what the creators already know.
But no matter how we try to spin it, it's the same wheel.
Che Black, straight like that.